City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Tyler Hero, then there's Mitchell, and it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Tim, on paper, this is a bit of a lopsided matchup, but nothing is a given in this league.
Yeah, B.A., that's for sure. The margin for error very slim in this league, and really, all we're talking about on a given night is a different guy heating up to make this game much more competitive.
The Heat on offense. Pass to Wiggins. Powell outside. Hero for 3. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And here is Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Now here's Williams. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominating.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Back to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Chalk up 2 there.
And patience is key. Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't let the shot clock disrupt his play.
Adebayo, a screen on Dort. Hero, left side. Out to Powell. Fires the 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Powell outside. Back to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. It's Wiggins on the wing. Shoots over Holmgren. Wiggins, no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and B.A., this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
Here's Powell, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Hero for 3, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And Tyler Hero is always ready to let it fly. Locked and loaded.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who Coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, Coach said, so our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. BA, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Mitchell. And another shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He is just too quick and too active. Shai is someone who lives at the free throw line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
He's off on the first. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player, and the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
And he's good on the second. And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Wiggins with a steal. Pass to Hero. Takes a three. Dort grabs the miss. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Banked it in off the glass.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Powell with it. No made baskets yet. Here's Mitchell. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
He can't hit that time.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Wiggins. And here's Hero. Rejected by Holmgren.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
Ooh, like an artist getting creative in the air. He can finish above the rim in a lot of ways, and they're all fun.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They came away with a victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, they eked that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty. They were lucky to come away with the win.
Well, it's a good sign for a team to win when they're not at their best. That shows great resolve.
The Heat making a switch here. Jaquez is checked in. Only 5 games left to go, and then it's playoff time. Let's check in on the East. You take a look at the Heat, they'd be watching from home if the playoffs started today. They're hoping to make a final push.
Well, I think for Miami, their season's in danger of slipping away. But still, it's not too late. With a strong push here over the last few games, they could earn a play-in spot.
Now here's Adebayo. 14 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
Hero for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Hardenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Hardenstein with a screen on Hero. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Tim, the postseason not far off. Team still jockeying for position down the final stretch.
And just like on the track, don't look behind you, just focus on yourself, or you might find yourself on the wrong side of a photo finish.
Gotta run through the tape, get yourself in position. And he drops the first.
And one thing that makes Shea so effective is his command of the basketball. He can go either direction and stop on a dime.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Now here's Hero. 6 points for him. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Hero with the bucket. Hero's got 8.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Dort outside. Back to SGA. That shot, no good. Heat trail by 4. Powell with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Powell surveying the D. Pass to Hero. There's the 3. Hits the trifecta. 11 points in the game.
And these are exactly the looks that this team is working to get for Hero. They want him hunting down those threes anytime he wants.
Now here's Dort. No points so far. From deep, Holmgren. Adebayo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
It's Powell on the wing. Dort defending. Powell outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell's shot is off. The Thunder have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Back to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hero. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Hero. SGA good. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Larson's checked in for Powell. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Holmgren. Joe's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell's subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Adebayo. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Hero outside. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. Hero's got 14 points.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Williams a screen on Wiggins. Williams, that's good. Williams has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Outside Jaquez. 6 to shoot. Adebayo sets a screen. Fires it. And it comes off the front of the rim.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Outside, Williams. Williams a screen on Wiggins. Williams finds Williams. Now here's Joe. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Wiggins. Williams against Adebayo. Hero outside. Adebayo a screen on Mitchell. Hero for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one belongs to Wiggins.
And you've got to be more disciplined than that defensively. Once Williams gets you to bite, the rest is easy for him. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
Well, and you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely. Well, he's still a young player in this league, but Jalen Williams has an impressive resume already. winning a title with the Thunder as their second best player.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace, the pass to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. They set the pick over Yakichonis. And that one's good. Mitchell. And the Thunder lead by 3. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. That free throw, no good.
Well, Bam Adebayo is an accomplished veteran. He's a proven winner who loves to compete. He's made multiple finals appearances, and he has a gold medal in that trophy case.
And the Thunder making a change here. Holmgren's checked in. And he sinks the second. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
A minute 20 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Over Williams. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 6.
Yeah, he's more than just an interior scorer. Adebayo also has a nice jump shot that he will work in there from time to time.
And it's Holmgren missing. Miami trailing. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Jaquez. 20 points for him last game against the Cavs in Cleveland. Here's Adebayo. And he converts the layup. Give him 8.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Holmgren outside. Outside Mitchell. The 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's all tied in Miami. Don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
We've got Khalil Ware. Powell is out there with Yakichonis. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Larson in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Mitchell misses. The Heat with the lead. Powell Outside. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Yakichonis. Three-pointer, no good. And the Thunder shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Here's Wallace. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Shoots. Williams grabs the board.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Pass to Holmgren. Wallace, right side. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Heat. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And stolen by Holmgren. And here's Wallace. Outside Joe from behind the arc. The rebound by Ware.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Yakichonis. For three. They get it again. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Ware with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. And here's Ware. 14 points for him last game against the Cavs in Cleveland. Three-pointer Yakichonis. That one no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 6. The three from Holmgren. 4-3, Holmgren.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Look who it is, man, this year.
For the Thunder, Wiggins comes in for Williams, and SGA subbed in for Mitchell. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. To win the cold spell. And the bucket is good from Powell in deep. Powell's got his first basket.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Over Mitchell. Off the left rim and out. Miami has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Powell with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Cavs in Cleveland. It's Adebayo, high post. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And Adebayo is hard to knock off course because of that upper body strength.
This will be his third free throw of the game.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Now at the line, Bam Adebayo. If a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line.
Free throw's good, Adebayo. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Holmgren, right side. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Well, it's been SGA's night, whether it's in the half court or out in transition.
Outside Jaquez. The three is up. And again, no good by Miami. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Outside, SGA. SGA, what a finish.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Ware. Outside Mitchell. Here's Jaquez. Here's Adebayo. He's covered by Holmgren. Nifty move. It's Adebayo inside.
That's where Adebayo makes his living, in the paint.
Outside Joe. Holmgren outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again. Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. Adebayo against Holmgren. Adebayo against good D.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Joe, pass to Wallace. Williams looking around, and SGA throws it down.
SGA left no doubt on that one, throws it down.
Outside Adebayo. Here's Powell. Here's the three. Connects from downtown. Powell's got 5 points. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Here's SGA. Launches a three. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. For Miami, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Back to Jaquez. Pass to Powell. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Jaquez. And it's all from three-point range. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. The rebound by Ware. The Heat with the lead. Powell outside. Back to Adebayo. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Get up and start moving with your mascot. Let's go!
And the Heat with some changes. Larson comes in for Jaquez. And it's Hero in for Powell. Then for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Dort comes in for Wallace. And Mitchell subbed in for Joe. Outside Mitchell. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. Good on the bucket. SGA's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Pass to Ware. Inside. Bam just battles through contact.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Thunder trail by 3. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 25 points in the win against Chicago.
And let's not discount what he did from the line. He stopped the clock and gave his team a chance to set up their half-court defense.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Back to Mitchell. Has to Ware. Miami moving it around. Hero for 3. They grab their own miss. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Outside Mitchell from the arc. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Mitchell's got 5.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Hero outside to the wing on the left. Has to Ware. Let's go with a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Mitchell. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Outside Mitchell. Hero on the wing. From downtown. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Now here's SGA. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Adebayo. Williams defending. Back to Adebayo. Hero scanning the floor. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. Mitchell finds Williams. Now SGA. Let's go with a 3. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we continue to see SGA putting in that work on extending his range. He knows how important that is.
Hero outside. The 3. Goes back up. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 21 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Dort for 3. Rebound Miami.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
To the paint. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Larson. This one for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Heat out in front, up by 2. And Alex has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game, a lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways, it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. It's all good. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Glad you're joining us for halftime. And fellas, how about Bam Adebayo getting it done to start the game? And guys, he's been cooking out there.
Wait, what's he cooking?
Whatever it is, he's been cooking it up, and he's gonna share it with you.
Sharing is caring. And come on, what is he cooking exactly? Tell me, guys.
I guess we'll find out right after the break, big fella.
But I'm hungry now.
Now looking at this Oklahoma City game, the Thunder dealing with a thin margin.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. 2-point game. And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Holmgren the pass to Dort. For the lead. He drops it from range. Dort's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you, BA.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
Now here's Powell. Wiggins outside. That one is cash from Wiggins.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. And the layup is good off the glass. That's 28 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Against contact. Adebayo just too strong.
Yeah, powering through the contact, something that Adebayo does so well.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Heat have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Tim, when you talk about Isaiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
He's a former second-round pick, BA, and he wasn't really a key rotation player in this league until year 4. But now he's become invaluable as a dirty work big man. And scoring is not always his primary responsibility, but this has been Adebayo's night, and they will take it.
Now here's Dort. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. SGA against Mitchell. Here's SGA. Back to Dort. Williams from long range. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Powell. He's got 5. Back to Hero. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Sunday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. And then Monday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Now here's Hartenstein. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Powell's shot is off. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Williams. Williams can't get that one to fall.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Back to Mitchell. For the lead. Gets the 3 ball to go. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
It's Dort on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. SGA's got 30 points.
Well, that's just too easy for Shea. If he gets that close to the rim, there's no chance.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
You know what time it is, fans. Make some noise for your Heat.
Here are the best on the boards, the league's best rebounding teams. Miami, third.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Powell outside. Here's the pick. Takes the 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Williams. 6 to shoot. Hits a 3-pointer. Williams has got 9.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
Powell outside. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 30 points in the game. Here's Hartenstein. Count that bucket. And it's 6 points for Isaiah Hartenstein.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Pass to Adebayo. Powell against Williams. Kicks it to Hero. Dort with a steal. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams for the lead. Adebayo grabs the board.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Wiggins is good at picking his spots on his drives. Now, he won't force it, but when the opening's there, he takes it.
So it's Oklahoma City now. The Heat making their last shot. Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And that's 12 points for Jalen Williams. Wiggins outside. It's Powell on the wing. Adebayo, a screen on Williams. Here's Powell. And again, it's Miami converting.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
Now here's SGA. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. Holmgren puts it through.
Well, he is just a presence inside. Holmgren is gifted in using his height and his length to take advantage.
Pass to Wiggins. Powell for 3. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And that's 4 from deep on the night, with 3 of them coming in this half. Thunder
trail by 4. Outside, SGA. Dort, a screen on Mitchell. SGA passes to Dort. Outside, SGA. Launches a three. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Adebayo finds Mitchell. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Now here's Holmgren. He's got 11. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein in the post, working on Adebayo. Count it.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Powell outside. For three. And the Heat, another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Holmgren with a screen on Hero. Sends it home from three-point land. Dort's got 6 here in the quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 5. Powell for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Holmgren. Dort outside for the lead. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Powell. Williams defending. Adebayo, a screen on Williams. Powell, it's good.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Thunder trail by 5. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Time to turn up the heat with the very own Miami Heat.
So for Miami, Bears checked in for Adebayo. Jaquez comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Larson comes in for Mitchell. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Williams. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Dort. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Pass to Joe. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Heat leading by 5. Lets it fly. That's good from Jaquez on the assist from Powell. Jaquez has got his first points of the game.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, BA, part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
Now here's Hero. For 3, Powell. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Wiggins outside. Pass to SGA. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 8 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Jaquez. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And it's a 9-point Heat lead.
And you wonder why Jaquez is so effective inside. Well, right there you see it. It's his footwork.
Wiggins with a screen on Hero. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved. Now
here's Powell, covered by Joe. Hero outside. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hero's got 23 points.
Well, Hero is a great outside shooter, and that opens up everything for his team.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 32 points in the game for him. On the wing, Wallace. The three is up. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Wow. Unreal. A bomb at the buzzer whips the crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And so it's the Miami Heat earning this break in the action, up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Moving the ball is so important to Coach Spo.
It helps make the offense run smoothly. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Jaime Jaquez. Bam Adebayo is out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Larson in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Uses the glass on the layup, and the Heat lead by 12.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Holmgren with it. Put on Ware. From the top of the key, and it's Mitchell, that time on the assist by Holmgren.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. Pass to Adebayo. Over Williams, and it's Miami with another.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Holmgren with a screen on Jaquez. Wallace misses. Heat leading by 12. Now here's Mitchell. Right side Adebayo. And it's Miami with another.
And occasionally Adebayo used a jumper to set up the rest of his game offensively.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Back to Wallace. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
Drawing those defenders to the lane creates space on the perimeter. Beautiful look.
Pass to Adebayo. Over Williams. Bam! Adebayo again. Adebayo's got 10 points here in the second half. Outside Joe. Now Holmgren. Outside Mitchell. Holmgren with a screen on Mitchell. Mitchell, the pass to Joe. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Here's Larson, covered by Joe. And he lobs it up top. Boom! He jams it straight down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. For the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Joe. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
And Allie, thank you for that. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. SGA against Mitchell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. SGA's got 34.
And that's what separates Shea from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
Rejected by Holmgren. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the inside. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you love seeing Holmgren go strong at the rim.
Here's Larson. Pass to Adebayo. And there's another one for the Heat.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Outside, SGA. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And he banks in the layup. Wiggins has got his first 2 points.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
And here's Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
SGA against Mitchell. Wallace outside. Shot's good. SGA making the play. And now just a 5-point Heat lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Hawkins, the pass to Adebayo. Holmgren with the block.
Well, that is the long arm of the law right there. Holmgren, an exceptional rim protector.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here are the Thunder with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. SGA finds Holmgren. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Wallace. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. The rebound by Ware.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Larson. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. And the Heat lead by 8.
And when it comes to Hawkins, his best trait might be his decision-making out of the wing position.
Holmgren, the pass to Wiggins. Holmgren with a screen on Hawkins. Outside, Williams. And there's the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Big Ted throwing it down.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Now Adebayo. Where the screen. Pass to Larson. There's the 3. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. Shea with a step. Williams from long range. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got rebound number 11. Wiggins against Mitchell. Inside. Left side Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Takes a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Picked it. Now here's Ware. Pass to Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on Williams. Here's Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Wallace pulls it in.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Outside, SGA. Uses the glass to finish the layup. SGA's got 36 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Larson. Watch by Wallace. Outside Jaquez. Ware the screen. And he's going for the lob. Back to Mitchell. The 3 ball. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Wallace, the pass to SGA. Shot is up. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
That is a big shot by SGA, and that shows you the trust that he has from his coaches and teammates.
Here's Adebayo. Jams it home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's always nice to head up to the Connected Cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And the Heat with some changes. Wiggins, he's checked in for Ware. Norm Powell comes in for Jaquez. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Larson. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Now Dort. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on.
Goes again. In tight and got what he wanted.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Now Adebayo. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Thunder trail by 5. And here's SGA. Outside Holmgren. Outside Dort. Holmgren with it. Hartenstein with a screen on Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Using the glass to lay it in.
That is a cool customer right there. Hartenstein showing you no moment is too big.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Up top, Hero. Dort defending. No one near him. Williams rips down the board.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
SGA. Yes, sir! Count it!
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Mitchell outside. Misses the 3!
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Here's the pass to Williams. Holmgren outside. Here's Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hero against Dort. 9 feet out. Cash it in.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Well, Wiggins is a terrific defender, and he is so good at understanding when to go after a block.
And they call an illegal screen here.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Second team foul. Now at the line, Mitchell.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making it a 2-possession game is critical right here. Nice work coming through and doing exactly that.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 5. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Dort! Oh, missed on the train. And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shoot. Andrew Wiggins.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. It's money from deep.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Tyler, these Miami fans, they are so appreciative of the effort that you guys displayed tonight. Talk about what they mean to you.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without these amazing fans right here, so we appreciate you guys. Continuing to support us through the ups and downs, and we appreciate y'all.
Thanks so much, Tyler.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.